Um, Sorry about that. I had a mic issue then. Couldn't enter into a software that I've got, so I had to restart the computer. But everything should be all good now. Okay, I've gotten a little more comfortable here. Wait, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Arrow. Uh, Hi, Yui. Not sure if it's me or if it's Yui's expression, but the weight of yesterday's crawl still hangs in the air a little. Um, Yui glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yui takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Just wait, please don't think we are usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yui. I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it is, or was, yeah. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Arrow, don't, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and uh, sorry, that what am I saying right now? I just, hey, have you guys seen Monica? Uh, no, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yui, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yui is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Um, Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yui, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Uh, Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But, but I'll accept your apology anyway. if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey, suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yui. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Arrow. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Arrow, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we are going over there. What? The... What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of that's kind of dark, isn't it? Yui made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Uh, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Arrow? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yui is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's a kind of. Did the music just die down for a bit? It's the kind of that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we are all worthless anyway. Then I'm I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I don't apologize. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should get. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this Problem. When I let things like books and writing through my thoughts, what the I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start something too much. Stop talking too much. That's. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oof. Oh no. Yes. I I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yui's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand that Yui means about what Yui means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yui is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. What the? You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yui's and then hold my book more between the two of them. Uh, I suppose so. Yui timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here, Yui takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book toward, wait, left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. uh, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yui slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we are huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Is there a reason why it's as if I can feel the warmth of Yui's face and she's in the corner of my vision? Actually, yeah, there is some music. Wait, what? Are you ready? Uh, to turn the page. Sorry. Wait. Yeah. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yui's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Uh, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. We no longer ask me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. What is going on with the sound? The music is up, the sound's up. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yui, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Uh, no, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else. Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. I do. Wait, so don't know why that came into my head. Yui, are you feeling alright? Uh, Yui's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little like breathing. Yui puts her hands on her chest as if to tell her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yui stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Arrow? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yui was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Yeah, I've still got sound. What is going on? Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yui just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yui? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. I was the music. That was really creepy. Um, well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I'd wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yui today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything but from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. No. Arrow, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yui more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Oh crap. Yui is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Arrow, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it, please. Just stop talking to Yui. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Holy. Okay. Oh, who should I? Hug and arrow. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Arrow. I was going in in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. Wait, I just want to check something. So I'm gonna save it. Um, exit. So that was that one. uh, files. No, I think he's still there. That's weird. Missed you. Oh, what? Oh, you, why did it say I missed you? I know that Yui likes this kind of writing, right? Wait, what? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yui's mind is just totally detached from reality. Wait, I I wrote the poem for Natsuki, didn't I? Uh, um, okay. Okay, I'm a bit puzzled there. I wrote it for Natsuki, but her file was still there, because I checked it. Okay, I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her, but that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yui, I'm back. Don't miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other uh, already. I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Yeah, this one's basically deleting letters and then it says delete me or delete her. The colors they won't bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expecting, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, cosine tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage, and this PM of M in the is delete her. So yeah, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining anyway. Anyway, here's Monica's buying tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yui smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to look like it or anything. it doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. Uh, that is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. Okay. What did I just? Can we pretend that this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me. That's the same one. What the fudge? Okay, everyone. We are all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over. Oh my god, what the? Ooh. Oh my god, that's. No, that's. What is that, Sion? Um, okay, I'm gonna save it. This is weird. We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. What? Just what? Why was the screen red? Um. Okay. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We are going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Arrow joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Arrow? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Arrow to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yui never even talked until Arrow joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Arrow isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yui and Arrow want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yui, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we are against getting new members or anything. Arrow, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Arrow. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yui and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Ooh, who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here, but still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. What the fudge? What? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Arrow? What do you want to get out of this club? You repeat the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what we'll that's what we'll end up making the Leadership Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members. Oh, okay. The identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yui nods. Hey, Yui. Uh, um, I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay, me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go? Um, please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Arrow before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's it's important to me as president. Yui looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yui exits the classroom. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? However, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president, and I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. Wait, not yet. No, stop it. Okay, I need to bring up. Still going for Natsuki. Uh, go flying. Okay. Yeah, sunset was okay. Uh, uh, Um, this one should be the fun one, so uh, uh, hi Arrow. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to, she really late again. Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something, but I know this is something we are doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they are cool, and I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? Man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Arrow, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yui? That's correct. Hello, is it? Thanks for the follow. Okay. Arrow is already engaged in a novel that we are reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do... You guys can do whatever you want. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind of with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave here again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. It's something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Yuri... What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Hello. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Oh, do you like your long tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course, I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yui fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you notice, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yui. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about Miyao. It's very endearing. Yui wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yui pour a cup of tea for each of us. Oh, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall, rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I'll retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yui and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yui slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on being like this? Yui was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yui hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yui hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yui opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yui is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yui. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop there. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yui closes her lips over it. Yui's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yui looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Aro? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yui starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Aro. Suddenly Yui forcibly grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Aro. My heart won't stop pounding, Aro. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Aro? Yui suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh god. It's time to share poems. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yui, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all, all, all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? You can let me down. But that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? Yeah, read that correctly. So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? Don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yui has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay? This is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. What was it? I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Arrow? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. Who should I... Yui? Finally. Yui holds my palm to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Arrow, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. Okay, this is weird because I wrote it for... Let's see. You're too nice to me, Arrow. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yui holds my palm to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. That is very weird. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Harry, read it. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell what the poem is about. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Okay. Oh, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yui. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yui gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a thing, but the point is you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it to you. So I think if you keep your distance, what that wait, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. We should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Oh, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. Did I cut my skin open for the first time? It was exhilarating. I think I understand how it feels now. Blank feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. What the? I left a memento of the occasion, but what the? Okay, everyone, it's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yui, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monika, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Arrow? Arrow is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like, how it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would effing know. All you care about now is dragging Arrow around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Arrow decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Arrow make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Arrow, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Tsuki, shut your effing mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. For God's sake, this is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? And meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. I was trying to click on the Natsuki. Sunday, okay with you? Are you effing kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking away for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yui, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I just gotta do something first.
Mic feedback off. Mic off. Mic feedback on. Mic on.
Okay, I'm being unreasonable. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Arrow away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? Well, that's weird. It would be beneficial to your mental health. But you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yui follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey Arrow, Yui is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yui pushes her out the door. Oh, wait, am I seeing this again? I think I'm seeing this again. I went for Natsuki. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Arrow, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know that, what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. This is weird. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Arrow. I had to tell you. I'm only in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Arrow, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that, yeah, nope. I just want to, nope. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Arrow. Tell me you want to be. Do you accept my confession? Am I seeing this again? Oh, prepare yourselves. Seeing this again, I thought it should be. I'm just gonna skip this. Right, it's festival time. Well, you got here before me. I thought, uh, Suki went away. I'm here. Oh, did something happen? Natsuki just went past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Arrow? Oh, Jeez, I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from the tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yeah, there you are. Hi again, Arrow. Welcome to the welcome to the literature club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Arrow. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or girl. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yui. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. It made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yui's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. The whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Arrow? Are you or the other girls just... Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Arrow. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you will never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Arrow. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. While the world around me started to become more and more grey, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Arrow. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into the game, into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Arrow, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Arrow, will you go out with me? It's the only answer. So, I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Arrow. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here, just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Arrow. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yui. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy way out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Like an hour. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aro, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? What the hell was that? What just happy and pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way in a world of infinite choices. Behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call that. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gone mad at me. Maybe even delete my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anymore. Wait, now we don't have to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Aro? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit weird for them to start recording me without any warning? I can't really stop right now. Sorry, Monica. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Arrow, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. What was that? Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I was thinking about Sayori earlier. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. I think a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started clawing at the rope, trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the time, or all the way, until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were... Damn it. Come to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind and more just her survival instincts kicking in. So you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about the things you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault. She killed herself. I may have exacerbated it in a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Still though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go. What the... I guess we'd all still be in the club room writing poems and having fun together. But what's the point when none of it is even real? I mean, it's the same ending either way, right? The two of us happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing. I'm really as happy as I could be right now. Is the... Now, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival after we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I, I know how I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up delete them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is, gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Okay, the next one I'm going to exit and please tell me that is. What's happening? Oh, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Arrow. Please hurry and help me. Help me. You did you do this to me, Arrow? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Arrow. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind, just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Arrow, you completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. Still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I I shouldn't have done all. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you want to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's made up my mind. Arrow. I know I said that I'd delete everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then it's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Arrow. Well, there already is one girl. That girl was Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit once again. Arrow, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. But you never even said anything about it, even though we walked to school together every day. Oh, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We crossed the street together and made our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Arrow, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she is starting a club of her own, of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I'd decide on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it as a surprise. Boo, you meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Arrow? What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. So you're the arrow that Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Arrow. We are the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yui. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we are really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yui, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Wait, that was different. I look forward to working with you. Working? Arrow, don't you tell me you're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way, no way. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yui walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yui opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the bowl off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. Well, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro outdoor. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yui returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member Yui. that's not insulted. Yui looks away. I meant that you know I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I'm at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yui faintly smiles to herself in belief. So, Arrow, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yui's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yui? Well, let's see. Yui traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yui. Well, about, the first thing he said, manga. That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say that, it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, So if Aro wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Aro? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something. Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri, I have to read manga. Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider saying a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you. Uh, would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yui start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Aro. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around Sayori. Aro, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We are gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey Arrow, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us all. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times, and you helped us all get along with each other. Do you get it, Arrow? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? He's the good ending. You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the Literature Club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and care about each other. It's kind of sad, you know? After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. We've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm going to miss you, Arrow. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. And that's the good ending. I did it.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day special day. Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all?
Okay. Because all the pictures I have gotten through all this playthrough.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
Okay, this to the special player who received this special ending. For years I have been enamored, I think that is, enamored by the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds, some challenge your mind in brand new ways, some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the the reason we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of interactive media. I extend my gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Love, Dan Sabato. That was a good game too, so I like the original too, so original was basically this whole story, but now we got one more to do. There's the side stories. So I'm gonna do that in the next the next stream as well. So I've achieved the good ending, which that was what I wanted, the special ending. Okay, so I got that. Wait, I didn't 100% clear it. Okay. Okay, so we have practically finished the main game. But next time I will be doing these. So there is 6 all up. And I'm pretty sure there's Doki Doki Literature Club, as in like the full main original game, plus that which is the side stories. So I'll be doing them in the next stream. And so I'll be, on that note, I'm going to end it there. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.